Sorry about the lighting, but it is what it is. So this is what y'all came for. I'm gonna give it to y'all. Absol, These Days, man. Dope album. And a lot of y'all was like, I was not crazy for saying that it was better than Good Kid, Mad City, but hey, man, I fuck with this album. His debut album, Control System, some will call it Control System, and this is These Days is like his sophomore LP. But I think he released 3, like I said, that was he actually sold. I heard the original title for this was Black Lit Pastor, and he explains that if you watch his Breakfast Club interview. The crazy thing about this album that he had threatened to leak it over Twitter. You dig what I'm saying? Top Dog, the CEO of the label, was like, I dare a nigga on my team to leak his album. I thought that shit was dope. And the best thing about this album, it leaked only 24 hours before it was supposed to be in stores. And this is the thing, I can't find this shit nowhere. Best Buy didn't have it, Target didn't have it, but I think it's like a link to a Top Dog Entertainment website where you can buy it and it's like autographed and shit. I think that's dope, but I mean, not everybody has a fucking, well, everybody should have a debit card these days and PayPal and shit, but it's just easier to go to a store and pick it up, so hopefully they'll have some in-store CDs or whatever. It's rumored that he did this album at Mac Miller House, which is kind of different, and that explains some of the strange production, but not strange. All of it was dope to me, but except one track. To me, with the snippets and everything, it was similar to Good Kid, Mad City, though. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. Let's get into it. It got 15 joints. You got SZA on the album, Schoolboy Q on the album, Lupe Fiasco on the album, Nicki Jean, Rick Ross, Short Dog, Jinx, Action Bronson, Assad, J-Rock, Danny Brown, Delusional Thomas, Kendrick Lamar, JMSN, I think that stands for Jasmine, Ravon, and yeah, man, those features are dope, man. The first song, God's Reign featuring SZA, dope ass song. I fuck with that shit heavy, man. Like, got a dark ass beat, a good hook. I like the flows on there, lyrics, you know, his bars on there was crazy. Just a great way to open up the album. Tree of Life, the metaphors in there was just crazy. Melodic, crazy type beat. His hook was crazy. I like his flow and the lyrics on there and his bars, you know what I mean? Just the whole concept alone was just incredible. You feel what I'm saying? 100 Stacks featuring Schoolboy Q. That song was a good one. You know, I fuck with that. I like the beat. Both their flows was on point. You know, the hook was good. You know what I mean? Kind of had a different type sound or whatever you want to call it, but it still was dope. Dubsack, a very unique beat, to say the least. You know what I mean? I thought that was pretty different when I first heard it, but, you know, he is a hippie, so they do smoke. The hook was crazy. I like his flow. His lyrics on there was great to me, you know. The content-wise is just phenomenal. World Runners featuring Lupe Fiasco and Nicki Jean, dope-ass song. That song get 3 checks. The sample was crazy. The hook, the whole song put together was well. Now I see why Lupe shouted out Absol and his Sway in the Morning freestyle. Definitely one of the songs I fuck with. Now, this is a song people don't like. Nevermind. That featuring Rick Ross, I personally like it. I think it got a smooth beat. I like the hook, you know what I mean, kind of got that southern type feel, but it wasn't as bad as people actually said it. The production was neat, you know what I mean? A lot of people said this album is mediocre, it's him trying to reach for mainstream, but it is a difference between this and Control System, but I definitely feel like he still had the lyrics and he still had, you know, everything that makes it a great album. You can't always compare people's last work to their recent work. It just won't work like that. But Nevermind was a dope record. I gave it 3 checks, along with World Runners and God's Reign. Twat featuring Jinx and Short Dog. Y'all already know I didn't fuck with that. That shit sound like a DJ Mustard record. No offense to him, but I don't really like that sound. But I understand why he did it, like I said in the other video. Just Have Fun. I fuck with that record. That record get 3 checks. A hard, dope beat, man. I like that hook. His flow, his lyrics, delivery, all that shit was just on point, man. Kendrick Lamar Interlude featuring Kendrick Lamar. It's like a rap spoken word thing. That shit was dope. You know, a lot of people say it was whack where they try to turn an interlude into a song and it really didn't go entwine with each other, but it was dope. And in between the songs that lead into other songs, that shit was just mind-boggling. You know, I would thought I was tripping at first, like, yo, what is this? So that shit was incredible to me. Number 10, did they have a clip from Section 80 in there? Who knows? It sounds like it though. Closure. It's like a love song. You know, he definitely talking about certain topics. It kind of got that lonely beat feel, like, you know what I mean, dramatic type feel. The hook was great. I like the story that he told. His flow and lyrics is on point. And I think that's the song, if I'm correct, was talking about his ex-girlfriend that died that was also on the label. I could be wrong, but I think that's, you know what I mean, where I heard him say it. But that song was just dope. Number 11, produced by J. Cole. Wasn't J. Cole's strongest production, but I fuck with it. Sapiosexual. Was that Mace on the hook? Because in this album, it's like he got Mace, Diddy on number 4, you know, going into number 4. That shit was crazy. He just got like little people like ad-libbing in certain shit, but Sapiosexual was dope. That beat, it's crazy. The hook, all that shit. That song was fucking phenomenal in my personal opinion. Cause I didn't know where he was gonna go with it, and then I was like, oh, okay, I got it. Whoever that girl is, she's dope. 12, Stigmata featuring Action Bronson in the side. Yeah, man, that shit was fucking flawless. I zoned out to this song, or like, I was trying to figure out what was it, a snooze, right? Cause I'm looking at the shit like, yo, I mean, I don't know, that shit was just dope. But it's like, it was a line like Kanye line is like, I hear they quit making Activist, you know, and I heard that when I was sipping Activist, you know, when Kanye said that on Coming Home on the graduations, I thought that was pretty dope, man. But yeah, they all did their thing on the Action Bronson. Of course, people don't like him because they say something like Ghostface. This song was put together well, and I fuck with it, you know what I mean? The hook was crazy. All they flows was on point. Great song. Feeling Us, featuring J-Rock and Ravon. Definitely a good song. You know, J-Rock did his thing. Would have liked to see him on here more, but other than that, the beat was good, the hook, both their flows. I think J-Rock killed it, you know what I mean? I hope he put out an album this year. And it just was a dope record, man. It's nothing really I can say about that, bad about it. Definitely was dope. Number 14, Ride Slow featuring Danny Brown and Delusional Thomas, which is really Mac Miller. This song was pretty different, you know. It's dope, it's dark, and it's like druggy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave it at that. You got all 3 of these cats on there that we know sip lean and pop pills and shit like that. So, you know, I say it's a tribute to Houston, Ride Slow, you dig what I'm saying? But other than that, it was dope. I had no problem with it. 15, We Really Out Here featuring JMSN, I'm just say Jasmine. Dark beat, great hook. I like the hook, I like the flows. The lyrics on this shit was dope. And as you all know, I was surprised as you was when you heard it and the song was over. It's like you didn't want the album to be over, but it was over, and then it wasn't over when you got Daylight battling Ab-Soul. Now, the crazy thing about that battle is, I think the first person to go up is Daylight. I mean, excuse me, not Daylight, but Ab-Soul, because he keep metaphor like Daylight name, and then Daylight goes, and then he does it to pause to Ab-Soul. And then the funniest part about the battle was like, hold on. Let me give you this $500 for you clap this shit up. Because if you watch battle rap, Daylight basically was mad because Smack wouldn't give him his money. And at the end of the day, Smack came out with a vlog and was like, all he was bitching on was $500. He gonna clap shit up over $500, saying he got thousands and this and that. That shit was just hilarious. It was a good battle, but I could say that Ab-Soul definitely can be in battle rap. As far as that type of Loaded Lux type feel, like spoken word type shit, him and Daylight is similar, you know, and they both from LA. So I thought that was a very good strategic thing. It definitely gonna give Daylight more attention for people that probably don't listen to battle rap and probably don't know who he is, because his verse was crazy, but towards the end it just seemed like fillers and shit. You know what I mean? Like both of their rounds was dope, but towards the end, Ab kind of, you know what I mean, said some shit where it's like, all right, you know, that's a filler, and so did Daylight, but still a good battle. I would have actually loved to see them do 3 rounds apiece. Like, that shit would have been fire. But other than that, man, I give this album 9.5 out of 10. Some debate says 7.5 to 8. I like 14 out of 15 records. Production, 9 out of 10. To me, it was flawless, other than that one record that I would have left out. You know what I'm saying? I would have took out Twack and just made the last bonus song, hidden song, that battle, and did 3 rounds and put it out there for the public. But that's just my review, man. Hate it or love it, I love this album. I'm still trying to find out to purchase it. I want to purchase it. It's dope. And I think I'm going to review his Control System album probably later this week. Other than that, shout out to y'all. 1.